What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Tuesday evening. Just got finished eating some dinner. Reason why I'm making this video is that, since I've not made any videos sparingly within the past month or so, I'm just trying to get caught up with a few questions. And I had someone post down on one of my videos, wanted me to make a video about Blaha, him calling himself a master lifter and a strength coach, and what I thought of it basically. So I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? Because 2 weeks ago, someone asked me, as far as Vegan Gains' or Richard's accreditations in terms of him calling himself a strength coach and master lifter. All right. So I'm going to break this down quite simple to you there. Okay. Let's start with strength coach. Strength coach is not a certification. It's just a job. That's it. A person off the street can one day call himself a strength coach. And you know what? He would be a strength coach because he calls himself one. The reason being, it's a job, whether you're hired for it or whether it's independent there. So Vegan Gains and Jason Blaha are strength coaches because they consider themselves and they call themselves strength coaches. So you have to acknowledge that. As far as master lifter is concerned, that is almost similar to the argument about strength coach. The only difference is there has to be some level of consideration as far as to being designated as a master lifter. As far as Blaha is concerned, he's made hundreds of videos on powerlifting. So I guess I would consider him a master lifter based on the level of experience. Master means that you've mastered a certain particular craft. Jason Blaha clearly knows how to do powerlifting. I mean, he looks like shit, and he's fucking looks like goddamn Mr. Magoo with his little arms and his big back and everything like that. It's all out of balance and everything, but he does know powerlifting. So yes, he's a master lifter. You can even consider Vegan Gains a master lifter because he has a number of videos to where he's up there powerlifting in his dirty house with those stank-ass rabbits and everything like that. So yes, Richard is also a master lifter. So we have determined, based upon the definition of master lifter and strength coach, that both Richard Vegan Gains as well as Jason Blaha are master lifters and strength trainers. Now, with that being said, the question is, who else is going to really acknowledge them to be master lifters and strength coaches here? Okay. Now, obviously, Jason Blaha has over 100,000 fans, 100,000 subscribers. Richard has over 300,000 subscribers. They both have a lot of subscribers. So I'm sure that all of their fans will say that they will acknowledge him as acknowledge either one of them as a master lifter or a strength coach. Now, as far as to what certifying accreditations are concerned, neither one of them have accreditation. So by ACE, by ISSA, by most colleges, they would not acknowledge them as master lifters or strength coaches because they simply have no collegiate credentials. Richard and Blaha have never taken any ACE courses. They've never taken the ACE exam. They've never taken the ISSA exam. I've taken the ISSA exam. Still got my fucking books right here, and stuff like that. So they're not certified to do really shit by any accreditation, any accrediting agent. That's for starters. Also, one thing you have to also look at, I've never heard Blaha or Richard even talk about even having insurance for work as a strength coach. And folks, if you're going to be a personal trainer or strength coach or train clients and everything like that, make sure you get some fucking insurance. Because if one of them gets hurt, you're going to be liable for it and you're going to need an attorney. And guess what? Legal Shield is not going to help. You should have Legal Shield for that purpose, but you need to also have some fucking insurance as well, especially when you're a personal trainer. The great one had, when I was doing personal training, I had personal training insurance, $500,000 policy. $500,000 policy is very cheap. You just need to show your accreditations, which again, Richard, as well as Jason Blaha, do not have accreditations. I do. I have a degree in fitness and exercise. I am a certified master fitness trainer by the American Muscle and Fitness Institute. I'm also I'm also a certified sports nutritionist by the American Muscle and Fitness Institute. And my degrees that I have are from Ashworth College. So I have been to college. I have got my certifications. My master fitness trainer I got that back in 2004. Okay. Now I've not trained anyone in over a decade because I do other work nowadays. But I still hold those accreditations. Those don't go away. If I was going to start back training people, now if Blaha or Richard Vegan Gains ever took time off and they would come back, they would just come back and wouldn't really do anything. A person like me, being the consummate fitness professional that I am, if I was going to come back, I would catch up on my CEs, which would be a bunch of them. I would take refresher courses. I would get back my insurance. And I would make sure that I am mentally and emotionally prepared to train back clients here. In other words, I would get retrained. I would get refreshed, work around with someone else that's in the business just to get caught up with things, because a lot of things change over years and stuff like that. Maybe contact my old buddy Paul Check or something like that, Just get back into the tune of things. That's what a real fitness professional does. So So while Richard and Jason Blaha can consider themselves master lifters and strength coaches, they have no accreditations to be one or to be considered one. So they can only be considered that by their fans and their fans only, but nobody else is going to really consider them outside of the realm of things here. Okay? Because they're not accredited, they don't have degrees. Now, one thing that would also designate something here, okay? If Richard and Jason Blaha tried to apply for a job at a gym or a professional team, being soccer and football, let's say that the Atlanta Falcons or what's a Canadian football team? Ottawa Rough Riders or something like that. Let's say one of them had a job offer for a strength coach. And what if the great one, Jason Blaha, and Richard Vegan Gaines, all three of us decided to apply for that job? Here's what'll happen. Jason Blaha's application would be thrown into file 13 because he has no accreditation, he has no degrees, he has nothing. It doesn't matter if he has hundreds of videos on training. It doesn't make no difference. Richard's application would be also tossed into file 13 because he has also the same thing as Blaha. He has no fucking accreditations whatsoever. The great one, however, my application would be reviewed and I would get an interview. The reason being is because I have a degree, I have certifications, I have accreditations by other accrediting agencies. But once I get into the interview, when's the last time you trained someone? 2009. Okay, we do apologize, Mr. Goodrum, but we're going to look at other candidates. But here's the difference. Despite my years of not training anyone, my ass would get into the door long before Richard or Jason Blaha would ever get to the door itself there. In other words, they can't hold down an actual professional job as a strength coach because they simply they're only considered master lifters and strength coach by their own fruition as well as by their own subscribers. Professionally speaking, they would never be considered strength coaches or master lifters because they have no accreditations whatsoever, and that's where the difference is. So, I know this is a long video, but, you guys see my point now, okay? Master lifter and strength coach by name itself means nothing, okay? You could slap that label on anyone. It's just a label. It's no different than a sticky that you put on the side of your chest and say, hey, my name is Vince on it there, just like a new job hire. If you go get hired at a fast food restaurant, you're automatically called a fast food restaurant. That doesn't mean that someone certifies you to cook some fucking food or anything like that. So Richard and Jason Blaha, they are master lifters and they are strength coaches, but only to themselves and only to the subscribers. There's no accreditation. They have no accreditation, so no accrediting body is ever going to acknowledge them. They will never get any professional job whatsoever with any football or any professional football league or any gym or anything like that whatsoever. Does that make sense? Good. Well, I'm going to grab myself some coffee, watch a little bit of TV, and enjoy the rest of the night. That's all I got to say today, people. Take care.